Long before English football became a global spectacle, there was a player who captured the imagination of fans around the world. Kevin Keegan, known for his tenacity, flair and leadership, wasn't just a star on the field, he was a footballing icon. His journey from the humble coal towns of Yorkshire to the glitzy lights of European football is the story of a man who redefined what it meant to be a professional footballer. This is the story of Kevin Keegan, the first true superstar of English football. Joseph Kevin Keegan was born on February 14, 1951 in Armthorpe, a small coal mining village in South Yorkshire. Keegan's upbringing was humble, shaped by a hard-working family rooted in the mining industry. Like many young boys in post-war England, football was more than a pastime. It was an escape, a way to dream beyond the smoky pits and slag heaps. Post-war Britain in the 1950s was still recovering from the economic hardships caused by World War II. The country was rebuilding itself, and football, a working-class sport, provided hope for many communities. Young Kevin was no different. Inspired by players like Tom Finney and Stan Matthews, Keegan's early years were spent playing on the streets of Armthorpe with dreams of making it big. In 1968, those dreams began to take shape when Keegan joined Scunthorpe United, a lower division club where his relentless work ethic and boundless energy quickly caught the attention of scouts. It was here that Keegan's journey towards superstardom would begin, but the path ahead was anything but easy. In 1971, Bill Shankly, the charismatic manager of Liverpool, signed Keegan for £33,000 from Scunthorpe. At the time, Liverpool was a club on the rise, but they hadn't yet reached the heights of European dominance. Keegan, with his drive, determination and energy, was about to change that. Shankly saw something in Keegan that few others did. He wasn't the tallest or the fastest, but his relentless work rate, intelligence and knack for scoring goals made him a perfect fit for Liverpool's direct, attacking football. Keegan made his debut on August 14, 1971, scoring within 12 minutes of his first appearance. He quickly became a fan favourite, known for his tenacious style of play and his ability to lead by example. By the early 1970s, English football was evolving. The game was becoming more physical and fast-paced, and the economic landscape was shifting. Britain was entering a period of economic decline, with strikes and industrial unrest making headlines across the country. Football stadiums were becoming a sanctuary for working-class fans, and players like Keegan represented the grit and resilience of that era. Keegan's first major success came in 1973, when Liverpool won the league title and the UEFA Cup. His relentless energy and fearless style of play made him indispensable to Shankly's team. His partnership with John Toshak up front was particularly devastating, combining Keegan's tenacity with Toshak's aerial prowess. As the 1970s progressed, Liverpool solidified themselves as one of Europe's dominant forces, and Kevin Keegan was at the heart of it. In 1974, Liverpool won the FA Cup, defeating Newcastle United 3-0 at Wembley. Keegan scored twice in the final, cementing his status as one of the top players in England. That same year, Bill Shankly retired, handing over the reins to Bob Paisley. Under Paisley, Liverpool continued to thrive, and Keegan's star continued to rise. By the mid-70s, Keegan had become the face of English football, with his curly hair and dynamic play style making him instantly recognisable. He wasn't just a footballer, he was a celebrity. The 1976 UEFA Cup final was one of Keegan's finest moments in a Liverpool shirt. He scored twice in the second leg against Club Brugge, helping Liverpool lift their second UEFA Cup trophy. But Keegan's crowning achievement came in 1977, when Liverpool won their first ever European Cup, defeating Borussia Mönchengladbach in the final. This victory marked the pinnacle of Liverpool's dominance in Europe, and Keegan was once again at the centre of it all. After Liverpool's European triumph in 1977, Keegan shocked the footballing world by announcing his decision to leave Anfield and move to Germany, signing for Hamburger SV in the Bundesliga. In an era when few English players ventured abroad, Keegan's move was seen as bold and unconventional. At the time, British football was known for its physicality, but the continental game was more technical and tactical. Keegan's decision to move to Hamburg represented a desire to test himself in a new environment, to challenge himself in a different footballing culture. Many questioned whether Keegan could adapt to the slower, more methodical style of German football. But Keegan's relentless work ethic and leadership quickly won over his new teammates and fans. In his second season at Hamburg, Keegan led the club to the Bundesliga title, becoming one of the few English players to win a major European league. His performances in Germany earned him back-to-back Ballon d'Or awards in 1978 and 1979, cementing his place as one of the best players in the world. Off the pitch, the late 1970s and early 80s were a time of transformation in Europe. The Cold War was in full swing and tensions between East and West were high. Germany, as a divided nation, was at the centre of this geopolitical struggle. But for Keegan, football was a universal language, a way to bridge divides and bring people together. After leaving Hamburg in 1980, Keegan signed with Southampton, where he spent 2 seasons. In 1982, his decision to join Newcastle, a club then playing in the second division, surprised many, but for Keegan, it was a chance to bring success to a city that lived and breathed football. Keegan's impact at Newcastle was immediate. He led the club to promotion to the First Division in 1982 and became a fan favourite at St James's Park. His return to English football coincided with a new era in the sport. The early 1980s saw the rise of football hooliganism and increasing commercial interest in the game. But for Keegan, football remained about passion, and he played every game with the same intensity he had shown at Liverpool. After 2 successful seasons, Keegan decided to retire from professional football in 1984. His playing career had spanned 16 years, during which he had won league titles, European trophies, and individual accolades. But his football journey wasn't over yet. Keegan would soon embark on a new chapter as a manager. Keegan's managerial career began in 1992 when he took charge of Newcastle United. The club was struggling in the second division, but under Keegan's leadership, they were promoted to the Premier League in 1993. Known for his attacking philosophy and charismatic leadership, Keegan built one of the most exciting teams in English football. The entertainers, as they came to be known, included stars like David Ginola, Les Ferdinand and Alan Shearer. Newcastle played with flair, creativity and aggression, finishing as runners-up in the Premier League in 1996 after a memorable title race with Manchester United. Keegan's time at Newcastle was a reflection of the Premier League's transformation in the 1990s. The league had become a global phenomenon, with players and managers becoming household names around the world. Keegan, always a showman, thrived in this new era, but his emotional outburst after a 1-0 win against Leeds United showed the intense pressure of modern football management. Kevin Keegan's legacy extends far beyond his accomplishments on the pitch. He was a pioneer, a player who challenged the status quo by moving abroad, and a manager who believed in the power of attacking football. His relentless work ethic, passion for the game, and ability to inspire both teammates and fans made him one of the most influential figures in English football history. Whether it was his European triumphs with Liverpool, his bold move to Hamburg, or his swashbuckling Newcastle team, Keegan always played the game with a smile on his face and fire in his heart. For fans, he wasn't just a player or a manager, he was the embodiment of football's joy, excitement and unpredictability. Kevin Keegan, Liverpool's talisman, Hamburg's hero and Newcastle's entertainer. Thank you for watching the story of a man who lived and breathed football, both as a player and a manager. Before you go, don't forget to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up and let us know your favourite Kevin Keegan moment in the comments below. Stay tuned for more stories of football's greatest legends.